Oh, it's Friday. It's Friday afternoon. It's the weekend. It's just there. It's in touching distance. It's a really exciting weekend planned here for you on Crafters TV, and we are kicking it off with what has, well, fast become, I'd say, maybe your most favourite show of the week. Definitely the one show of the week where you love to get in touch with us and share all the wonderful things that you have been doing is, of course, Colour Me Happy. And I am not here on my own. Oh, no. Sarah is going to be colouring us happy this Friday afternoon. How are you, Sarah?
I'm very well. I'm certainly going to be colouring myself happy, Joe. That's one thing's for sure. And the great thing is, loads of you can join in with me today. Yes, the whole idea is I've chosen a product today that I know the majority of you out there watching will probably already own. If not all of ours, but one of our packs of colour pencils. So we're playing today with Aquablend pencils. So please, if you've already got them, let Joe know in the comments. I want to know who's got them. And the great thing is, if you have got them, pop on over to the website. If you haven't already, you can download our free download. Now, the free download this week is a little bit special. Isn't that right, Joe? Have you seen it, Joe,
yes.
actually?
I have seen it indeed. It's you and one of your special celebrity friends, I've heard, have put this one together, Sarah.
Well, have a little look. So, you know Fern Cotton, and she does her Happy Place festival, and I was part of her festival not that long ago. Well, as part of the festival, she asked me to design some classes. So I did this amazing class using watercolour, but it was all beginner watercolour. So we had these brand new designs, specially designed so that you could make. Do you want to see the cards?
Yes, please.
That one there that I was doing. Oh, I've got all of it. Is that one here? Oh, do you know, I've got them all anyway. They look amazing. These are the watercolour technique cards. So what we've done is we've got this fabulous download that is basically your own pages of cards. So when I say your own pages of cards, let me show you. They come with two on a sheet like this. So you're just going to print them out and then you're going to cut it in half and fold them in half, and it makes into your base. I've been getting mine ready, printed and folded to start with, so that you can actually just make the whole card with the little handmade with love sign on the back if you want, straight onto the card, or you can cut them out. I've been doing some where I've been just trimming them out so that I can make my own toppers for cards. So they're a little bit different to what we usually do, but have a little look at some of the techniques, okay? I'm going to be showing you how to get this this like ethereal kind of feel. Can you see where it's just like a little bit of a hint of colour? We're going to be mixing colours on here, giving a little bit of feel of them. But this is actually, there's the card that I was doing. This is actually just one of the techniques I'm going to be showing you on today's show. Because we're working with Aquablend pencils, we're going to be doing some, let's have a look, I've got some palette blending, blending multiple colours, creating your own backgrounds. I've got loads and loads of different techniques planned, Joe, because they are awesome pencils. So, has everyone been letting you know in the comments if they've already got them?
Oh yes, loads of people letting me know that they've got their hands on them. Loads of people getting organised, ready to go. Right, make sure you're grabbing that free download, crafterscompanion.co.uk/colour-me-happy. It's how you grab it. Now, what I want you all to do in this hour is get it, download it, colour it in, and send us a picture, because someone is going to win a free, is going to win a $20 or pound spend. So you need to colour it in, pop it along to the studio email address just there, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we will pick a winner at the end of the show to get that free £20 or dollar spend, which is going to be fantastic. Right, now if you don't already own your Aquablend pencils, then we've got lots of great ways for you to get your hands on them today. So you can go firstly with the starter kit if you wish. Now the starter kit is going to give you everything along the top row here. So you're going to get your beautiful floral pencils first. Now these pencils are incredible quality. They're an artist grade pencil. They are packed full of pigment. There is no filler, there's no talc, there's none of those nasty things. They are artist grade. £35 gets you this 5-piece bundle. So you're going to get the 24 pencils in there. You're also going to get the lovely Molly Harrison stamp. We're going to give you one of our most popular butterfly stamps in there. And you've got the ink pad that you need in order to stamp that out so you can use it with water. So that's what you need. Now, that one's been very busy before the show. However, I know what the busiest one is going to be. It's going to be the whole collection. So it's basically everything that you're seeing here, all the top row and all of the bottom row as well. So you're going to get 3 more collections within here. You're going to get your primaries. Now, these are wonderful for allowing you to mix your colour. So you've got 24 within there. You're also going to get the essentials. The essentials has got things like all of your different skin tones included within it. And you're going to get the naturals as well, which are perfect for drawing things like your seascapes with. £85 or $115. Everyone saves $58.92 when they go for this. In the US, you're saving $80.18 when you get it in this configuration. Of course, you can use your club inspired discount in conjunction with that as well. Now, a few other bits on the show that I want to share with you. We've got a boys collection. When we say boys collection, it's not just for boys, but this is the colours in here are sort of more the sort of things you're going to be, our primaries, you're going to be doing things like your superheroes in there as well. £20 or $27, you get the cardstock and you also get the pencils as well. You get the cardstock, incidentally, with the first two bundles I showed you as well. My bad for not showing you that. We've also got a girls collection for you, exactly the same, just the it's the florals that you are getting included here with this one. Again, £20 or $27. Maybe this is going to be a great care package sent out to someone that you know that could do with a little present at the moment and a little hobby to keep them busy. This will be great for that. We've also got the Molly Harrison stamps available for you on the show as well. This one doesn't include the Molly Harrison stamp that is in both the starter kit and the complete collection. So if you love the look of those and you wanted to get even more Molly Harrison, you could go for this one as well. £40 or $62 there for you. Also, brilliant these for colouring our letters and also, you know, for building customisation. We've got these on for you today. They're available individually, $2.99 or $3.95. However, if you want to get 6 of them, then you can for £12 or $16. So you can either go for the lot or you can mix and match. It's completely up to you. We've also got some decorative floral words on the show. There's 8 stamps in this collection here. £27 or $39 there for you. Now, something that we'll be having a little look at briefly a little later in the show is our Gemini Staycation Stamp and Die collection. This one here for you, £45 or $55 there. Really popular these when we launched them. There's also an amazing paper pad that goes with that I'll show you a little later in the show today as well. You get 2 for £25 or $35, or you can, of course, get them individually if you wish. Loads of people tuning in already today, sharing loads of ideas. Julia, first time watching a live Colour Me Happy show, so hello to Julia. Who else is here? I can see Sandra, Eric, Monica saying, Julia, you are in for a real treat. That you are. And Jenny saying, hi everyone. Oh, she's on holiday in Spain, but checking in to watch us on the show. How international we are today, Sarah. Now, lots of people own these already, Sarah. Loads of reviews on our website for them as well. Why do you think these have been so popular?
Well, do you know what? Actually, you guys can tell me. So I'll tell you over the course of the show why I know people love these. But if you've got the aqua blends, you tell me why you love them. Because what I will tell you is they are our #1 best-selling coloured pencils worldwide. And if you have a little look, so I shall just pick one of these up here, John. Let's have a bit of an explore of the pencil before we get started. Because the pencil itself, what we do, because we're a craft company, and I know you want great value for money, the core of our pencils, the bit inside, is actually thicker than what it is with a regular pencil. So less wood, more pigment in here. Okay, so that's the other great thing. They're a really nice wood, so they're quite nice to hold and work with. But as you said earlier, Joe, there's no fillers in these pencils. You've got almost pure pigment, which means if I get like a little bit of watercolour card here, if I just put this down onto the watercolour card, okay, and then start with a little bit of just water and break this down, can you see how it actually breaks down into full-on pigmented colour? So look how vibrant it is. But then actually, if we want to water it down a bit more, look how we can take that and water it even further. All right, so you can take it really soft. Now, I'm going to use that on this little bit of the the rose here. So what I'm going to do is just put my colour in onto every little bit of this rose. So this is really easy if you've got kids at home and they're wanting to do a little bit of colouring, for example, or if you're brand new to colouring and you're wanting to get into something that's quite easily accessible. With watercolour pencils, you cannot fail to get a good result if you have a quality watercolour pencil. So if you have cheap ones, then it's your own fault if it all goes wrong, right? But if you have really good quality watercolour pencils like these ones are, you can't fail but get great results. Now, can you see I've dipped that in the water, Joe, but I've taken most of the water off so that when I now blend this, what you do is you get that it breaks down all of the pigment, and you get the depth of colour. So we've got like highlights where we left it white and we're dragging the colour out, but then we've got more intense colour where we've put our little bits of colourant in there. So that's broken down that colour a little bit. Should we have a little look? Let's have a look. Let's get a nice little blue in on some of these little ones here. So I'm just going to put a couple of little bits on there. They're absolutely beautiful, these downloads, Jo. Honestly, for anybody as well who's completely new to this.
Yeah, and totally free of charge as well, so don't miss out on them. Make sure you grab them.
And then watch what I'm going to do here, right? I'll do one of these. So a few of these here, I'll just put the green into it. So the great thing about these is you're literally just scribbling. So you don't need to be accurate with your colour like you would if you were using a marker, for example. You can literally just scribble on, and then I'm going to come in with a slightly darker green, and I'm going to scribble a little of the darker green into it as well, just so that we'll end up with like a two-tone in all of our little grassy ferns here. So there's a little bit of colour. And again, take off most of the water, and I'm just going to blend this out so that we get that artistic feel to what it is that we've kind of done and coloured there. Isn't that lovely? Really, really easy to do.
How quick as well, Sarah.
This is what I love about them, which is why I designed these cards. Literally, I designed them ready for you to use, so free downloads. Please go and get them. If you want to share the link, send them to other people. I just hope that it encourages a few new people to get into craft who maybe haven't tried it before, because that's the beauty of this. You can pick this up if you're brand new and have a go straight away at it. So a little bit of colour. Now, if I show you something, I want to show you something else that I really love, okay? That's nice, but it's quite flat. If I bring in the one that I've already coloured, can you see it's got this like colour in the background? It's just got like a bit of an earthy feel to it. So what you're going to do with that is you colour onto your palette. So I'm going to use the same colours I've been working with. I'm going to put a little bit of the pink down, and can you see I'm colouring quite heavy onto there. I'll put a little bit of the blue down onto here as well. So we'll colour a bit of the blue down, and then should we go and get like a nice deep purple? Oh, there's a nice currant.
Evelyn says that she just missed it at the start there. Did you put water on the paper or just on the brush, Sarah?
Just on the brush. So I'm going to go again. I'm going to take a little bit of water off the brush. Not too much. Notice I'm kind of taking it off the end of the water receptacle, whatever it is there. Little bit of colour. Let's merge a couple of these together, right? And I'm going to add a little bit more water, so that what we can do is we can just, now I'm just adding a little bit of colour around here. So can you see, just picking up a little bit of colour, creating my own palette. And because they're watercolour, I'm actually creating all my own colours in here as well, Jo. And if it's a bit too intense, so I'm looking at that and thinking, right, that's quite intense there. All you do is you come in with more water and wash it out, so that it becomes really soft and subtle. And this is that watercolour feel that if you go onto the likes of Etsy, right, where you've got like all them expensive looking cards and whatnot, this is the look that everybody's after, that people pay a fortune for, especially this like watercoloury effect. And then just watercolouring it out. Look, come on, how easy was that?
It looks like a really, really classy, like boho outside summer wedding invitation. That's what it reminds me of.
Doesn't it indeed? And then I'm going to do the same. I'm going to take a little bit down the side of the card here. Now you can feel when your brush is kind of starting to run out of water a little bit as it was. So I'm taking this down. I can feel it getting a little bit drier. So I just come and wet it in, and then again just wash it out along the edge. And it just gives you a little bit of grounding along the side of the card there. And I just think that is a really nice way to do a quick and simple card. And there's loads of designs. That's just the first one that I picked up there. In the same way that I did that one, you could be doing, so this one here is designed to like stand up on the top like that. This is for you to just paint into the base parts, or we've got some like nice little thank you ones on there as well. Or if you want to do more colouring, I'll come back and do some more of these later in the show, you know, Jo. More colouring, you can be doing these. And do you know what I really like the thought of? This is free. These are free. I'm not saying come and buy this pack of cards and envelopes or whatever. I'm saying all of this is free. Go and download it. What you need to do is make sure you've got some really great quality watercolour card. Obviously, everything's using the pencils, but once you've invested in these pencils, that's it, you've got them. I mean, these are going to last. I challenge you. I would love to know if there's anyone watching who's used one of their pencils so much they've run it all the way down. Artists maybe, but us crafters, the amount we're using these, I think it's highly unlikely you're ever going to run these out. And you can get so much. Even if you're just going for one tin today, go for that boy set or the girl set where you're getting the cardstock as well. We say boys and girls, like you said, it's like some nice florals for the girls or maybe some more bright primary colours for the boys in there as well. But it's a brilliant starting point. I wanted you to have that great quality cardstock to try with as well.
A lot of people might look at this and think, well, £85 for 4 tins of pencils, Sarah. Why are these different? What sets these apart from, pencils that you could pick up in the supermarket, let's say, down the children's aisle?
Yes, right. So a lot of the pencils that you will go and buy in the supermarkets, or in the grocery stores or whatever it is, will be watercolour pencils. The difference is, okay, when you saw me working with this little palette here, Jo, and I took a little bit of water and I was able to break that colour down to a really, really vibrant colour like this. And look how highly pigmented this is now. I can now go and paint with this as though it were like as though it were paint, to be honest, as though you were working directly with a paint. You can see how intensive all of this is to work with. That's because what you've got in this pencil is it's as close as you can get to a pure pigment in terms of the water, to like a watercolour pigment to break this down. The difference is if you go and buy a cheapy watercolour pencil, and you can buy them, Craigie, you can probably buy a 24 set for under £10 or £8 in some places, or what's that, $10 or something. But what you will find is you've got a little bit of the colour and then you've got a load of what, as you said, your fillers. So things that are a lot cheaper than pigment. The pigment's the expensive part of the pencil. And what happens when they make them in the factory, they take that little bit of colour and then they grind in all of this, so they're like talc and ground down sawdust, things like this, right? So when you come to colour with them, if you pick up some cheap coloured watercolour pencils, you actually find they're quite scratchy. So they'll scratch along the pieces of paper. Whereas with these, they're not. They're very, very smooth and fluid. And that's because of the lack of the extra fillers that are in there. And of course, what we're doing with them, they're fine for kids to do, colouring in colouring books. But they're not fine if you're wanting to do techniques like the ones that I'm going to teach you today. You want pure pigment. And it's almost a bit of a step on. When you can buy like pans of watercolour, it's like a pan, but in a pencil format, because a lot of people are intimidated by those sort of pans. They're not intimidated by a pencil. So let's have a little look. I'm going to obviously show you a lot more of these, how to do lots of these little cards. But we're not just going to do these little cards in the show. I'm going to try and do a bit of a watercolouring 101. So we're going to be doing things like, I'm going to show you how to do, we've got some landscapes, I'm going to show you how to blend multiple colours. You see how you've got that lovely earthy feel there along the shoreline? Or I am going to show you this technique. This is a lovely technique here, where you heat emboss with white, and then we take our colour into the background. That's a lovely one. Blending different shades in there, you can easily blend. And the great thing with watercolour is you can blend any two shades, Jo. It's not like alcohol pens where you have to have one in the same families. You can take any two colours and blend them together. I'm going to teach you that. Fabulous for all your different florals. Obviously, I love a good butterfly in there as well. But this is that lovely watercolour effect. Now, should I get ready and get a nice demonstration out? Well, I'll maybe get a couple ready, Jo, where I can show you a couple of the basic techniques using some of the stamp sets that we've got to kind of get you started.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. I want to share with you, already we've had some entries in for our colouring competition today, and they are looking absolutely glorious. Kathy was it? Kathy sent this one in, and you can see there, really, really beautiful. And this one's also from Kathy, this next one. That's a really good point, look. So you can see there, Sarah and Kathy both have coloured that in, but I've got something really, really different from the same download. And I think that's the really wonderful thing about colouring. You can take it in a whole host of different directions. Anita sent the next one in for us, so you can see here, she's really gone to town there. She's gone for, done pretty much all of them, which is really, really lovely. So thank you for sending those in. Keep getting them into us. Print that download off, colour it in however you wish. If you've got your aqua blends, then colour it in with those. If you've got any of our other markers, or alcohol markers, maybe our aqua markers, absolutely colour it in how you wish, and then send it into a studio at crafterscompanion.co.uk. I need to just let you know already, it's very, very busy on the complete collection that we've got for you. Let me just share with you again exactly what's in here. Let me also say as well, any questions that you've got about these pencils, get them in and we'll do a bit of a Q&A with Sarah after her next couple of demonstrations. I'm of course monitoring the conversation over on the Crafters TV Facebook Live in the comments there, so do drop them into their details. You'll see it across the bottom of your screen. So if you are trying these for the first time, this is the one that we really want you to go for. This is this is a complete collection that you're seeing just here. So you're getting absolutely everything here. You're getting the florals, but you're also getting the essentials, the nature and the primary in there as well. You're also getting that Molly Harrison stamp. You're going to get an ink pad there, and you're going to get that butterfly stamp as well. So these are the 4 that you are getting included. You're getting 96 pencils in here, all of those gorgeous florals, all of the beautiful primaries there, the essentials with all of those different skin tones are all in there as well. And you're also getting the naturals, £85 or $115. Everyone has got a great saving. I have a Club Inspire Platinum members. You can get an extra £17 off of this. You can get an extra $23 off of this if you are in the US, if you are a Platinum member. Keep getting your pictures into us. As I said, studio@craftscompanion.co.uk. I can't wait to see some of the things. And also, if you want to send us in any of the other things that you've been making, we love seeing all of your colour.
Display, Joe, on the back there. In fact, everything we'll make I'll put on display as well. Do you want me to start and show you that intensity of colour, and how we're going to blend the colours?
That'd be lovely.
Right, I've stamped out a poppy. It's a nice big image because I wanted a big area for you to be able to see that kind of blend. Now, what I will do is I'll show you, you've got 2 sets that you could use that would be brilliant for this, okay? So your primaries is this one here. And you'll see in the primaries, you get a whole mix of colours. So we've got some nice, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use the deep red and then that lovely sunshine yellow. We could even get, if we wanted to, I'll maybe bring that orange in there. What's that? Chrome orange in there. So I'm going to use these colours. But also in the floral set, if I show you the florals here, this is your florals. There's a nice red in here, this strawberry. And also you've got like a nice bright yellow and orange in this set as well. So you could do this sort of shading as well with the primaries or the florals as it was. Now, into here, let's start with one of these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the red and I'm just going to blend that red into here, all right? And then I might take a little bit of yellow in, so a little bit of orange. So I'll put my orange in and then coming right down from the edge, Joe, with the yellow. Now, can we just appreciate how easy this is, Joe? It was nothing difficult about this, was it? And I just coloured the 3 colours. Now watch what happens though. As soon as we bring in, hang on, I've got to put a bit of blue on the end of my, I don't think we have. Let's have a look. No, it's not coming out. Right, so I'm going to just get my paintbrush. And I'm going to break down now that colour in the yellow. So as soon as I break down that yellow, it kind of firms up all into one shade. Then it comes and merges with the orange. So can you see that yellow is going straight into the orange, and then I'm going to come straight from that into the red. Now you can see how it breaks down all of that pigment, and this is why I started in the yellow, and I'm blending straight from one into the next. And as it blends through, the drier the pencil, the easier it's going to be to work with, right? So can you see I'm trying not to take too much of the yellow out there. So you can see that blend coming straight through. I'll show you that again. Let's do it on another one round here. So we're coming in with the red first of all. So we're going to put the red on the base here. I'll try it without the orange this time. See if we can create our own orange, just so you can see the difference. So lots of colour, lots of pigment into the tip here. And then again, you come in with that damp pen, the damp brush, blend in that yellow and bringing it right through here. And then I'm going to do the same with the red, break all of that lovely colour down. And you'll see that red, you can see there, because it's a little bit dry, the paintbrush, Joe, you can see how well that blends in. So you can see how intensive that colour is. Can you see on this one, the colour looks a little bit more intensive than it did when we had that other one. Now I'm creating my own shade in the middle here now. So I'm creating that through, and then I'm going to blend that orange and then straight up into the yellow. So look how great that looks.
Really lovely. Loads of people getting questions in. Rose says, I know it was Tell an Old Joke Day today. I text my dad to try and get some old jokes because obviously all of my jokes are new and fresh and hilarious, Sarah. And he didn't get back to me. However, Rose just highlighted the fact that it's National Tequila Day today as well.
Well, do you know, isn't that terrible? I feel like the team have let us down there today, Joe.
What,
I feel like they've told us all about the National Old Joke Day, but they've totally omitted to tell us about it being Tequila Day in enough time for us to get the preparation in.
Yeah, probably wouldn't help with the colouring though, Ro also goes on to say.
Well, it could be interesting. Could be interesting is all I could say.
There's some people over on the website that are really struggling to check out at the moment, Sarah. But some people have got sticky fingers in the warehouse sale. So I need to just say to people, because there's at least half a dozen people that are trying to check out and not being able to. If you have shopped anything from the US warehouse sale, you'll only be able to check out with those items in your basket. If you're shopping anything from the rest of our website, including this show, you will only be able to check out with those items. You will have to check the two items out separately. It's because they come from different warehouses. So there is full information about that on our website. So do check there if you need to. But I know a couple of people are getting a bit sort of dismayed that they can't check out. That is probably what the problem is. So just to let everyone know, Sarah.
Yeah, good point, Joe. Actually, a really good point. We were just talking about that earlier, weren't we? Right, there we go. Do you want me to show you a different way? Oh, no, I'll save that for my next demo. I'm going to colour my last two in, Joe. I think, can we just have a little bit of appreciation for how well I'm doing today with this? Because are you noticing I'm colouring in and at the same time I'm talking?
I know what's going on.
Right? It's the pencils.
I won't need a job soon at this rate.
It's these pencils. It's because when we do other types of colouring in, honestly, I have to concentrate a lot. Whereas when you use the Aquablend pencils, there's no concentrating required at all.
Right, I'm on phone then in that case.
I can just go and go and go and go. So, yes, it's a wonder I'm letting you get a word in edgeways today, to be honest, Joe.
I've got loads of questions coming. I'm just jotting them all down, Sarah.
Oh, go
and
on,
then I'm going to be popping
choose
them across to you. So, actually, should we go for a few now then whilst I'm here? Cheryl wanted to know, what is the difference between these and the colour blends? Also, in the same vein, Anne also said, what is the difference between these and the Colorista pencils?
Right, so the colour blend pencils are a wax-based pencil. So you wouldn't be able to use water to break down the colour. So they're blendable pencils, but you're going to blend them by layering them on top of each other. And if you do want to break down, you're going to use a product we call Gamsol or blending solution. All right. So that is your difference between these and your colour blend pencils. Now, the difference between these and your Colorista pencils, the Colorista pencils is when we try to do if you think these are, as far as coloured pencils go, Joe, they're expensive, okay? They're expensive compared to other watercolour, compared to other cheaper brands of watercolour pencils. Compared to artist quality, if you compare it the same quality, they're very inexpensive. However, I know for a lot of people, they think, wow, that's a lot of money to spend on watercolour pencils. So we made our Colorista pencils, which I'll be honest, they're watercolour pencils, but they are a cheaper grade of watercolour pencils. So whereas I'm telling you these are pure pigment, our Colorista pencils are not pure pigment. They have a high pigmentation quality, but they are not pure. So they're like an entry-level one that would then progress you on to working with these pencils.
Beautiful. That looks gorgeous, Sarah. Lynn actually says, just to expand on that point you've made there, when I was on holiday one year, I forgot to take my Spectrum Noir pencils with me. So I went to a well-known high street, I won't name store, and purchased a branded name tin of pencils. They are the brand leader, is what I'll say. So a lot of you are probably familiar with them. She says they were definitely not as good as the Spectrum Noir ones. Spectrum Noir ones are better to hold, smooth to use with no scratchy feeling on the paper, and they blend much more beautifully as well. So really good idea.
And just look, there's a price point for everything in the market. So all I'm saying is, absolutely, for a lot of people, I know these pencils, especially at the price we've got them on today, are still relatively inexpensive when it comes to coloured pencils. But you guys, most of you watching will really appreciate that. However, brand new people just getting into colouring might not appreciate the quality and why you need to have that good quality. Whereas, because you guys, those of you that watch our show are generally a little bit more serious about craft, so you do appreciate the quality. And look at that blendability. I mean, look at the gorgeous sheen I've got on that. Now, if I want to intensify this one a bit further, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop some of that red down, Joe. really, really dried out paintbrush here. Pick up that pen and then look how deep we can go with that red on there. And it's just all these techniques to get that blend absolutely seamless through there. The wetter your card is, the harder it is to blend. So try not to get your card too wet there. And then look how fabulous that looks. Isn't that really nice?
Gorgeous. Really
and all
lovely.
I've done, the card that I'd got ready to show you, it's literally just that. And all I've done is put one of our sentiments on there. Because I think they're super simple. But once you've seen this, now do you want me to show you another little technique that we can do? A little bit like before.
Yes,
right.
Please. Loads of people commenting over on YouTube, Sarah. Sue Cummings says, love this week's download. I have the pencils. I will put aside my work and have some fun. Then I'll send the cards out. Sounds like a great idea. Kim over on YouTube as well says, hi from Bethesda, Maryland. Late to the show, the whole collection have been wanting to see Sarah's demos. Amy saying, I really had to learn about the different papers, especially the watercolour cards. And Diana says, I think I'm going to order these and give them a try. I have to go download the colour pages as well. So lots of excitement over on YouTube. Gloria, also on Facebook, is asking how long the download lasts for. I think I'm right in saying that it lives on our website pretty much indefinitely, Gloria. So don't worry about it. You'll be able to come back and get it whenever you are ready.
Yes, you take your time. If you don't want you to panic if you're in the middle of doing something else. However, trust me, whatever you're doing is not going to be as fun as what you could be doing if you were sitting doing some watercolouring with me. Look at this. All I'm doing is just washing this out with a little bit more water here. And then I'm getting that nice blend. So now it looks like it's got a little bit, like it would have sky behind it. But it's darker behind where we've got this. Just makes it look a little bit more dimensional. If you sometimes feel like your projects look a bit flat on whatever it is you're working on, do this technique, put a little bit of colour behind, and then look how much more brought to life it looks when we do it with a little bit of colour on. Look at that there now, with that lovely little bit of blue behind. Really nice, but really soft. So if I show you that, I didn't do that on my finished card. Looks much flatter, doesn't it? That really pops off the page.
It
there you
really
go.
does.
Little bonus technique on that one, Joe.
It looks absolutely beautiful. Lots of you going for this big collection. It is the best way to get the best value, and that's why most of you are going for it. There you can see everything you're getting. The complete Aquablend pencil collection in there. Lovely to be able to get a complete set of anything. So great that you're able to get that for under £100. You're also getting the Molly Harrison stamp in there. You've got that beautiful butterfly stamp, and you're getting that ink pad in there as well. And of course the watercolour card, which is the Optimum card for you to use with these pencils. Sarah just referenced the two smaller boys and girls collections there, so let me just share those with you. These are a great entry-level price. Firstly though, here's a starter kit, £35 or $48 if you want to grab hold of that one. You're going to get one tin of pencils in there and absolutely everything else. This is the same as a complete collection, just with one of the tins. If you want to go for a smaller collection, we've got those as well. You can go for the boys colouring collection, which is this one here, £20 or $27. And there's also a girls one. This one here has a florals within it. This is £20 or $27 as well. Right, I want to share something else with you that you guys have found on the website and you are absolutely loving it. It's your Crazy for Card Making organizer. Let me show you though what it looks like when you get it out, because this is what you end up with. It is absolutely perfect for a whole host of different organizational projects. You've got your Caram buddy bag. That's the buddy bag that you're getting included in here. You get one fold together plastic insert box. So the plastic insert box is basically this part just here that lifts out. So you're getting one of those. You're getting 5 double-sided sticky die storage cards, which are these here. So you can basically peel back this paper and then you can actually stick your dies to this and then close it back over. A great way of looking afterwards. You get 5 of the stamp storage pockets as well. The stamp storage pockets are these, so not just for stamps, you can get things like your dies in. Just in this one alone, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stamp sets and a die set in there, so you get absolutely loads in there, and you get 5 of the self-adhesive tab labels as well. You get all of that for $11.50, which is fantastic. If you like to go to workshops, maybe if you make things to sell and you want to keep them all beautifully organised, they all go in and out of that lowest tote beautifully from Totally Tiffany as well. So definitely get your hands on that. Loads of questions still coming in. I'm going to jot them all down and we'll do a bit of another Q&A in a few minutes with Sarah. Sarah, it looks so wonderful with them all laid out in front of you there, like ready to work. How lovely to be able to get a complete collection for such an amazing price.
Let me tell you, there's 2 arguments. You can talk yourself into it or out of it, okay? On one hand, what you can say is, well, They're watercolour, which means you can blend any two colours together to create a new shade. However, the reality is this is such a fantastic colouring technique, and that is it. That is all the pencils. When you've got all four sets, there's no other pencils we do that will give you every pencil in our collection. Now, let me talk you through why you would need the different colours, okay? So, everybody, without exception, needs the florals and the primaries, okay? So that is like a non-negotiable, because your primaries is, if you're only going for one set, it has to be the primaries, because that gives you the whole colour palette. But then your florals is what gives you your more softer shades. So look how many beautiful purples and pinks you get in there with the florals. So to me, those two are non-negotiable. Let me walk you through why you'd need your other ones, okay? We have this set here, which is called the Essentials, which is basically a portrait collection. So if you want to do anything with portraits and skin tones, you must have the Essentials. So that's why all these are your skin tones right up to here. And then these are what we would call our shade and tone. So you can add a little bit of grey to any colour to give a little bit of depth, like what she's got underneath her hair here. So that is your Essentials collection. So that's if you want to do a lot of portraits. And then the final set that we've got, Jo, are the Naturals. So these are for people who want to do landscape. So if I just take you back to one of them very first cards that I showed you. Let me get it on here. Oh, where have I put it? Here it is, right? You can see for this sort of design here, this is where you would be using this collection.
It looks very grown up, Sarah.
Doesn't it? It does. So it's got some of your sea blues in, it's got some of your earthy browns, and also some of your green landscapey ones. So that is all of the ones here that we've got, right? So if I open these back out, when I'm colouring with them, I get all four sets out. So I get them out here, I have them laid out in front of me. I try and keep the colours in their sets, and if you forget, always tells you on the back, so you can if you get them all mixed up, you can come back and put them all in. Please do keep your pencils in the tin. Let me just explain to you, okay? These are high-end coloured pencils, right? So my kids, when they're playing with their coloured pencils at home, which are not these, well, they have got some of these now. I've just given in and bought my kids all good. Brought them home from work, obviously, all good colouring mediums. But you know how kids have pencils like in a pencil case and they're rattling around, or you might stand them up in a tin like this. Don't do that with these. The pencils are too good. What you want is, inside the pencil, you've got the core. So you don't want to break the core of the pencil at all. So keep it all straight. And also when you're sharpening them, you're going to put the pencil into the sharpener and turn the sharpener, right? Not the pencil. This is what you want to do. You want to turn the pencil. You're not. You're going to turn the sharpener and hold the pencil in place. And that's how you look after your pencils. So there we go. A few little tips. If you haven't got a great quality sharpener, we have the twin pencil sharpener on the bottom of the show today. You might think a pencil sharpener is a pencil sharpener is a pencil sharpener. It is not. It's all about the quality of the blade. And also, do you find sometimes if you get an old one, it sometimes like scrapes your pencil? We can't be having any of that with these sort of ones. So for that sort of price, $2.99, $3.49, just throw a pencil sharpener in with your order as well.
Absolutely do. Loads of people loving these. Erica De Leon over on YouTube says it's worth it. Easy to use colours are vibrant. Using them now to go into a colouring trance. Lots of people colouring along. There's loads of people sending in those pictures as well that we asked for, Sarah, of those coloured in downloads.
You look like you're in business today, Joe, with your pen out there and everything. You're like, take note, you're sorted.
The pen, I need to put the pen down. It's like your version of the finger. If I've got a pen, I end up pointing it. We'd love to see the coloured in download that we've got, but you can feel free to send us in any of your photos of any of your colouring that you've done with any of our colouring mediums. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you send those into, and we'll get some of those. Any questions that you've got as we go along, anything you're unsure of. A couple of people in the comments saying that they find the idea of colouring in general quite intimidating, Sarah, but I think the best thing is with these shows, remember you're going to be able to come back and watch these back and actually pause, rewind, stop, and get all of the tips and techniques. And I guess colouring just one of those things that once you've learned a few ground rules, Sarah, are you pretty much good to go?
You are 100% good to go. It's easy. Should we go back to basics with some of these ones I've got? Right, let's have a little look. I'm annoyed with myself. I've cut when we've designed these cards, some of them are designed to fold lengthways and some of them are designed to fold in half. I didn't think about it. I just cut this in half and look. So this would be a back to front card if we made it. Because it's not designed to do that. It's designed, if I show you the one, it's my happy place one, right? Can you see? They're designed like this. So you've got two on a page like that. There's my other one goes that way. So just so you understand, I'm going to trim mine down though, because now it would become a really nice topper on a card as well. So that's your other option, is you trim them all down and you use them as toppers on cards. So this is going to be a nice topper. This is from this week's download. Now, if you're doing that, you've got this other bit which is brilliant to use as a palette. Now, when I say palette, let's have a little look. I'm going to use the florals here. I'm going to pop a bit of rose down. I do like that shade, really lovely shade. I'm going to pop a bit of a nice bright yellow in here. Very, very bright yellow. And then also, let's go at the landscape. So there's a nice kind of bright berry green. And what I'm going to do, now I've popped a little bit of that colour down. I'm just going to come in again with the paintbrush, and we're just going to pick up a little bit of that colour from here, and then we're going to paint with it straight into here. So can you see just how intensive that colour is? I'm using the tiniest amount. I'm going to go right into the middle with my yellow, but I'm going to go right round the outside. Now, anytime you want to kind of intensify that colour in the middle, Jo, this is quite wet and washed out now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it, and then we're going to come back to pick up a little bit of the yellow, put a little bit of the yellow in the middle there as well. All right, so there's our colour, and we can start and blend from it. Then if we want to go with the green, notice I keep taking a lot of the water off the tip because I want to be able to paint with this and have a vibrant, intensive colour. Now, this is a brilliant way if you are, I don't know, if you want to plan a little project, or if you're going out for the day and you don't want to take all your pencils, but you want to take something to colour with, what you can do is you can just scribble yourself the colours down, and then instead of having to take the coloured pencils out with you, Jo, you literally just take your own little palette that you've scribbled down and done the colouring with. And see how easy this is just to pick up these colours and blend them kind of straight in there. And then in here, if you just want like a little bit of a hint of colour, look, all you do is you pick up that colour and you can just literally just put a little bit of hint of colour onto there with them. It's very, very artsy. That's what I love about it. Really, really artsy on here as well.
Yeah, and I think these download images lend themselves perfectly to that sort of boho, Etsy kind of feeling, don't they? Which is lovely. A lot of people going for them. Stamping with Karen on YouTube. I love the YouTube names that you come up, because obviously on Facebook we get your real names, but some of them are very colourful, the usernames over on YouTube. Stamping with Karen says, I have had these for a few months and they are awesome, so easy to use, absolutely love them. Katie's just letting me know in the comments as well that she's gone for the whole set. She's really excited to get these home. A lot of people seem to have these already. I'd say these might be one of the most widely owned sets, you know, amongst our crafters, these ones, Sarah.
Yeah, well, that's why I picked them for today, Jo, because I wanted people to be able to join in and colour along with us. And I know this is one of those ones that a lot of people do already own. Like I said, they are our #1 best-selling pencils worldwide. If you don't have them, where have you been the last few years? You've absolutely been missing out. But the great thing is, obviously, that deal that we've got today, you can afford to not be missing out anymore, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely you can. Wendy sounds like she's got the right idea. She doesn't own these, but she's taken her tri-blends to work with her. She's watching us and colouring along at work, Sarah.
Oh, well, do you know, as an employer, I can't actually be seen to condone and authorise that sort of behaviour, but I'm glad to see that you've got your priorities right and you're enjoying hanging out with us.
Maybe a little bit of mindfulness on a Friday afternoon boosts productivity, who knows? Sandra says she loves these and uses them a lot when she's travelling. I guess they're great for that because they're so lightweight, aren't they? You could really just pop them in a bag and take them anywhere. And I guess they're not a liquid as well, so if you're travelling just like with hand luggage or something like that, you could just pop them in your bag and use them on the plane, which would be fantastic.
Right. Do you know what I'm going to do, Jo? I'm going to show you a little technique. Did you see there where I just got the pencil shavings? So what you can do is onto these, if I just pop some water onto here, all right, there's some water, and then I'm just going to flick these little pencil shavings into the water, and they'll sit on that surface. Right, so they'll sit. They will come into the surface now and sit and give me that lovely feel. I'll do them again down here. All right, so we're just going to put plenty of water on here, and then we're just going to come in with these and we're just going to flick these. I'm going to do a bigger project with more of these in the background in just a second. In fact, we can make that my next project if you want, Jo, and you'll get that little bit of a feel. But can you see how it gives you like a little bit of a hint of colour, but it leaves these intensive. So if I just I'll do a Sarah special zoom. So we're looking here. Oh, not too good there. Look at that. You can see that lovely little feel to them. Aren't they lovely? I love that sort of effect. Now, actually, that was me colouring one of my background pieces, but what I was going to do is I was going to use that same technique. I've done a gorgeous, I've stamped one of our hydrangeas. This is one of my favourite stamps that we own, Joe. This is one of my favourite ones we've ever done.
Casey's got a question for you, sir. When do you colour the pencils onto the image, then use water, versus when would you make a palette and pick it up with a brush? Is there like a hard and fast rule when you do which?
Yes, so what you should never do is take your pencil onto wet cardstock, okay? So if you want to go, like I'm going to colour these now. Let's get some green and then a little bit of deep green on here. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to colour into the leaf here. So I'm putting a little bit of dark colour down, and then I'm going to colour in with the lighter green. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my paintbrush, and I'm just going to blend the two out. So a light one out to the darker one, and then I'm going to get that lovely blend of colour. All right. Now that this is wet, what I absolutely must not do is go back in with my pencil. All right, you can't go back in with your pencil when it's wet. So if I wanted to then intensify, let's have a little look. I'll just try and dry this a little bit off so I can show you. Right, so if I wanted to intensify this colour in here now, what I need to do is either scribble on a palette or pick up the colour directly from the tip of the pencil like this, Joe, and then take it from the tip of the pencil. So that's the other option that you've got to do there. You can literally lift it straight from the tip of the pencil and blend it straight in there.
But you'd never take the pencil to the wet
Don't
card.
take that pencil. No, I'm going to, it's all right to colour where it's dry up here now. So I'm going to come back in and I'm going to colour in with this, this lighter one. And I'm going to blend these in. So just colouring in all of that lighter one. You can see I've still got a little bit of colour left from my brush from where we were colouring the darker shade. So there's my lighter shades. And then again, I can pick it up directly from the tip, and I can just put a little bit of dark colour into there. Look at the difference it makes there, just that little bit of dark colour, and it really makes that totally pop. But that's when I mustn't take that. If I want the dark colour in, but I can't take it from there, okay? So there is, look at how deep them leaves look. Now, should we do the same with the hydrangea? Should we get a nice purpley shade for the hydrangea?
Yes, please.
Right.
Shanta Henderson on YouTube asked, can we use these with our clear sparklinks?
Oh, yes. Do you know what? I wonder, looking over there, I wonder if I've got a clear
Do you want me to find one for you?
Yeah, go on.
All right.
Right. You, Joe,
A
go and have
pot or
look
a
for clear
pen, or does it
sparkling.
matter?
Look, pen would be perfect. Pen would be perfect. Right. I'm going to, let's have a little look. Should I start with the light? Yes, right. I'm going to start with the lighter shade. So I'm going to come in all around with my purple here. And I'm going to put the darker shade in. Once I've got the colour laid down, I'm going to put the darker shade in. Oh, look at that. Oh, hey. There you go, straight in with my sparkle pen. Right, so if I've got the lighter shade in the hydrangea, right, let's have a look. Sparkle pen, not too wet. Going to blend all of that with the sparkle. So I'm just using the sparkle pen now as though it were a paintbrush, right? Look how easy that is, all right? So there we go. So I'm blending that all out. Then once we've got, you see how the colour kind of intensified a little bit, Joe, as well with the sparkle? Yeah. Quite like that, right?
Oh, I love this. Just love all the sparkle generally. And when you team it up with colour, it's just amazing.
And then watch this, I'm going to come with from the dark purple straight from the tip. So I've got the colour, the pigment then on my brush. Can you see it there? I'll put it on the white. And I'm just going to colour into some of these, can you see where it's a little bit deeper? And you're going to lose me because I'm just in my own little world now, absolutely loving this.
I guess that adds lots of texture then, lots of dimension, having, you know, some more intensely coloured bits. Loads of you are absolutely loving this. Boho Funk, what a great name. Says, colouring is a stress buster. Maybe every company should allow it at work. I mean, I think that is a great idea. Kathy in Ohio is saying hello. Ohio, Kathy. She's in Dublin, Ohio. I'm always intrigued to learn when there's so many place names that are the same in the UK as they are over in the US. I find it really interesting. Lots of you, Sarah saying thank you for making that download available to everyone. She can't wait to get that downloaded and get it print off. Remember, if you want to win that £20 or $20 spend, get that download coloured in and get it sent in to us at the studio email address, and we'll pick a winner at the end of the show. What type of paper is best for the pencils? Asked Collins. It would be our watercolour watercolour cardstock. It's available in this show. It's in all 4 of the main bundles that we've got for you, and you can get it individually as well. Ariane says, hi from Belgium. I'm doing some tracing in Belgium. I think Ariane may be our first ever Belgian viewer, Sarah.
Is that
That's
right?
another list. That's another country we can get ticked off the list. Absolutely. I would love to know if you're watching from a country that we don't often shout out and say hello to. Please let us know, because obviously predominantly most of our viewers are from the UK or the US. Hawaii, I guess, still part of the US. We have a few in Australia. We do have a few in Germany. Someone did say hello from Finland, I believe, at the start of the show as well. But if you're watching from anywhere else, let me know in the comments. Say hello. Give me a wave and let me know where you're watching from. Malaysia, we seem to be quite popular in as well, you know, lately, Sarah.
Well, we are becoming very international. What can I say?
We are indeed. That's looking gorgeous, Matt.
Isn't that lovely? Now, that, bear in mind, as you leave it to dry, the sparkle is going to intensify. But what I love is that intensity in the colour. Now, let's have a look. Should I see if we've got... Yeah, we have. I'll force dry this off, Joe, so that I can show you how that sparkle's become really intensive. If I show that up to the camera. Let's have a little look. So, there we go. Do you want me to show you this to the close-up? Yep. So if I put this to the close-up camera now, and if I just wiggle that, I might be able to catch the light, and then you might see the sparkle.
You can, I can see that. I'm picking it up there.
Oh, I can see it there now coming through. Yes.
You know what you need, Sarah?
What's that?
You need your craft scene investigator. You need to get your phone out,
Right.
turn the light torch on, and shine it on your flower, and you'll see all the sparkle.
And you'll see all the sparkle.
You will. Leanne calls it her craft scene investigator.
I quite like that.
It's a bit like CSI, but in a crafty sense. So it's a great way of seeing what's in there. Do you want to? Should we have a look at some of the pictures that have been sent in?
Let's go for it, Joe.
Who sent us this one in? Teresa sent this one in for us. I love that.
Oh, loving that, Teresa. I remember that download a few weeks ago.
Beautiful. Julian sent us this one in as well. I love the rose. Do you know what do you know what the roses remind me of here, Sarah? They remind me of, I've just seen it. You know when you get a cake, like a wedding cake, and it's got pipe roses on it?
Oh,
That's
yes,
what
they
they
are,
remind
aren't
me
they?
of.
Yes, good. I like that, Joe.
Yeah,
Nice.
Really, really wonderful. Carolyn sent us this next one in. One of our Molly Harrison stamps. And she's also sent us another one, and she's loving the Molly Harrisons by the look of it. Loads
Carolyn.
of dimension.
Love it. I
Eileen
love how
sent
she's
us-
done that mix of colours on the bottom.
Island
Oh,
sent us
nice.
this
That's one
in.
of my favourite techniques, that to do.
It's got one of those lovely silhouette dies over the top of there. Really, really beautiful. All right, I want to come back and recap that it's getting very, very busy across pretty much, you know what? It's one of those shows where you guys are loving all of the different bundles that we have available on the show. The best way to get the best value and to get the most comprehensive bundle is to go for the big collection that's on your screen there at the moment. So you've got 24 pencils times 4. So you're getting all 96 pencils here, which is wonderful. Considering they should be $29.99 each individually, well, you're not even paying for the pencils, and we're sending you absolutely everything included. In the UK, you're getting £120 worth of pencils. In the US, you're getting $160 worth of pencils. So we're not charging you for that, and then we're including as well the watercolour cardstock, the Finesse waterproofing Pebble, you've got that Keep Shining rubber stamp, and the Fairy Tale of Dreams Molly Harrison stamp in there as well. That is why that is the best value bundle on the show. If you want to go for some of the smaller ones, of course you are welcome to as well. We've got a couple of smaller ones for you. This is the boys colouring collection. This has got your primaries and your watercolour cardstock in there. We also have a girls one that's got the florals pencil collection in there for you, along with that cardstock as well. Very busy across all the collections that we have for you. Now I can see a lot of you have got these sat in your baskets at the moment, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to check out. Whilst we do, I'll just let you know how you can watch the shop at the same time. Just before I do that, a lot of you commenting away. Tina loves the sparkle pens. Jan says, I have the aqua blends. We'll give it a shot this weekend. Boho Funk says, thanks, Joe. You're welcome, Boho Blend. Boho Funk. I don't know. I've got that is a combination of Aqua Blend and Boho Funk that I've just read out there. Beautiful colouring. Sarah Marja says hello from Finland. Absolutely, love your shows as well. People saying hello from all over, which we absolutely love. Right, if you want to watch and shop at the same time, maybe you're new to us here at Crafters TV. Here are all the details on exactly how you can do that. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details there of how you can watch and shop at the same time, which is fantastic. Now, something that's proved really, really busy, and it is available on the show today, so I thought it'd be rude not to show you, is our staycation collection. We launched these recently, and they've been so incredibly busy since we launched them. They're a really fun, funky set of stamps and dies, and you guys have absolutely loved them. So this one here is a Simple Life, £45. That price out on the screen, or $55, gets you absolutely all of them. So that one there is a Simple Life. You've then got Happy Camper, which I think is your favourite individually. They're just so modern and fresh, and I think you're going to be able to create some really great modern projects with these. You've then got Life's a Beach, which is that one just there, with a lovely retro ice cream van and the beach hut and all those fabulous things. And then you've also got Road Trip available to you as well. These are great for your colouring mediums, probably more aimed at your alcohol markers, I would say. The multi-buys along the bottom of your screen, so if you want to get them individually for $14.99, you can do that. Definitely get two though, because two will cost you £25 or $35. Best way to get the best value is to get the lot. What I want to do is just share with you some of the beautiful things that people have been making with these, because some of my all-time favourite cards that have been made here on Crafters TV have been made with these, as you can see here. So you can see that one there is absolutely beautiful. I've got this gorgeous Z fold card, fold back card for you there as well. Just look at how beautiful they are. This one is wonderful as well. I've got this one here with the beach huts, which is beautiful. You can see that there. What else we've got now? Honestly, there's so many. There's a couple of beautiful Z fold cards as well. I want to share those with you. This one is wonderful as well. This one's made here. You can see that wonderful caravan on the front of there. Very retro, with that double opening there on the inside as well. Very, very busy online for these at the moment. This one's fantastic as well. You can see that stepper card there. With the barbecue on the front, and then you've got the caravan there in the back. There's one in particular that I want to get hold of and I want to share with you. Oh, I think it's this one here. Yes, it is. I absolutely adore this one. This one reminds me of, you know, if you've gone to like a really bougie music festival in the summer and you've gone glamping and you've paid to go like in a glamping caravan. That's what it reminds me of, something like Wilderness Festival or something like that. And then I'll share one more with you, which is this one just here, which is also beautiful. It's a triple stepper, this one. And who's made this one? I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous with all of your camping items in there. Who has made this one? Let me just find. Oh, hang on, that's it, because it goes that way. There you go, Joe. Now I've got it the right way around. You can have a good look at that. That one's been done by, oh, there's no name. Oh, Rachel Gillam did that one. It's beautiful, Rachel. Thank you so much for that. They're a really, really wonderful, modern, fresh set of stamps and dies, and they are very, very busy. There is also, can I share the paper pad as well that's in there? Because the paper pad goes beautifully with them, and it saves you having to create backgrounds. They're all kind of taken care of for you in here, which is brilliant. So you can see all of your different backgrounds in there. I'll share with you one of my favourite ones. You can see some more patterned ones, some plainer ones. That's my favourite one. That one just there, I think it's gorgeous. It's like, you know, in the summer when you have those lovely evenings and the sun goes all red and it sets.
Yeah, see the stars.
Nothing better, is there? You've got that in there, and you've got that in there too. So
hey, that was me this time last week, Joe.
You look
so
like
this time last week, I went camping with the family.
I sent Sarah a text and said, "How's it going camping?" Because it was, I won't lie, it was a little bit chilly here in Darlington. So I sent a text and, "Are you right? Is it a bit cold?" And Sarah sent me back a picture, and it was, she said, "I couldn't be better. Glass of red wine in one hand and the fire roaring in front of the river. It looks absolutely beautiful."
It was perfect, and I'm really lucky, you know, because my husband couldn't think of anything worse than sleeping in a tent. In fact, my in-laws have a caravan. He won't even go to the caravan. The kids love it. So I'm really lucky that my parents will camp with me with the kids. So it was me and the kids and my mum and dad. And my mum and dad have a camper van, but the kids I wanted them to have the experience of camping. So we took the camper van, and it's my dad's like homemade the camper van. So, and then we have the little awning on the side. It's the tent that's got the little, we have the sleeping bag and everything in there. So me and the kids slept in the tent. My mum and dad slept in the van, and we were right by a lovely little river. And like Joe said, we had a little, we had the campfire going and toasting some marshmallows, so it was lovely. Ooh. Now, Joe, do you want me to do that technique that I said I was going to do with the flicky stuff? Yeah?
Yes, please. I just want to quickly run through these sentiments first. Is that all right, Sarah?
Go on then I'll demo them after the flicky bit, after the flicky demo.
If you want to get hold of these are really versatile, and they're floral as well. So you've got a sentiment and you've got the floral element in there as well. You've got sister, you've also got hello, there's thanks, friend, we've got sorry, enjoy, congrats, and finally mum as well. £27 or $39 to get all of them individually. They're $4.99 or $6.99 if you want to get them like that. After you've demonstrated them, I'll go through some of the gorgeous samples I've got as well, if that's all right, Sarah.
Good plan. We'll tag team it because they're one of my favourite stamps that we do. I absolutely love them. So, let me know in the comments which one you want me to demonstrate. Which one? So, look, if there's a specific word or if there's a specific flower, I am really fancying doing the one with the lilies on, which is sorry. So I quite fancy doing the lilies. So you tell me if you want me to do anything different. But before I do, I'm going to show you this technique, which is what I alluded to a little bit. So this is what you saw me do. So here it is on the little miniature cards, but I'm going to show you how you do it in a big way on a big background. In fact, I'll do both. I'll do it on the mini cards, and then I'll also do it on the background. So if I show you it here, on the mini cards, I'm going to get a nice blue, and I'm going to put in a couple of bits of maybe a nice pinky colour, right?
When I was talking about colours, the lovely Sharon Callis has popped up, Sarah, and says, "Hi Joe, don't forget about Ireland," crying laughing face. She says, "I love my Aquablend pencils. I love printing black and white photos on watercolour paper and colour washing the details with the pencils." What a lovely idea.
Oh, Sharon, you'll have to send us... Sharon, you have to send us some pictures of that.
Yes,
we
please.
need to see some pictures. Right, Joe, look what I've done. I've really wet these areas, okay? So I've really wet those areas, and then you just come in with your coloured your knife, and I'm just flicking just over that area there, just into where we've got the water. Can you see? And I'm going to do the same with this one here. So just do little areas at a time, and you're just going to flick in that little bit of colour. So I've got blue, and I'm going to do blue with pink, and then I'm going to... Now with this one, I don't want to spray it anymore because then we'll end up with colour all over. So what I'm going to do, you can see it's starting to. Now this was a little bit wetter, so look how this is starting to kind of merge together. This one here, I'm just going to wet my finger a tiny bit, look, and then dot it onto here, and look how you get that lovely feel. So can you see? So just a little bit. A little bit of a feel there, and you get that colour kind of blossoming out, and you can see there where we've done it. So this one on here, we've got that lovely kind of blossomy out colour. So that's it in a small way. Let me show you it if we want to do it on a big background, because it's the same technique. What I'm going to do is, let's have a look which colours I'm going to get. I've got, well, I'll use that pink and blue. Should we get a nice bright purple? This is, can I just say, have you noticed I'm looking down over the line? This is why you need all of them. So I've got the whole colour palette here, and I'm thinking, that rose is going to be lovely. So would that plum red be, but actually, damson, fig fig as where I need to be. And you see, you can just pull the right shades out, and I'm going to get a little bit of hyacinth out there. And then, do you know what it needs? It needs a pop of like a nice bright yellow. So I'm thinking that banana is going to be really, really bright. So now I've got my little colour palette of colours ready to go. So I'm looking at them thinking, yep, quite happy with those colours. So with this one here, what I'm going to do is we want the card nice and wet. So I'm just giving it a good go over with the, what's this, Joe? Paintbrush. So nice and wet. The wetter it is, the better this will work, because you want them to stick, right? So
The wetter
nice
the
and
better.
Wet. The wetter the better for your cards.
Terry Lee Tyrrell saying we love camping at the beach. Nothing like falling asleep to the sound of the waves. That sounds wonderful.
I've never camped at the beach. That
Jeffrey
sounds
says that he's with Simon. He says after 25 years in the army, he's had enough of camping.
fair enough. Do you know,
Fair
if
enough.
you've done that, like that's we can't argue with that, can we not? Right. So got a bit of pink on. Then we can go with a little bit of blue. What I should have done, Joe, is I should have stuck this flat, because it's actually bored up a little bit. But because it's wet, this is sticking to it. So a little bit of the lilac now. What a great technique this is, isn't it? As soon as I told you I was going to be doing this today, I got really excited.
I think it's like a colour explosion, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the best. That is a good way to think of it, actually. It certainly will look like an explosion when you see me do the last little bit. I mean, this is quite nice for a background piece as it is, even if you don't do any more to it. But I'm going to give it a bit of a spritz after this. And then you need that yellow. In fact, should I spritz the yellow on last? Yes, let's do that. I'm going to get the spray misters. So I'm down flat, and I'm just going to come with this and watch what happens soon as we get this. And that colour, can you see? There, that's the look I was after, right? So the more you spray it, the more it all blends together. And then let's get that yellow, and let's go and flick some of that yellow in to give it that last little pop of colour. And you use a tiny amount, really. I mean, it's kind of like sharpening your pencils in a way, is all we're doing. Now, this is because I should have stuck it down here. You see, it's starting to bubble towards the edges. But I'm just going to, I think I'll blast it with the heat gun, Joe, so that we can kind of finish off this background. I don't want them to run. Don't want them to run anywhere.
Marja, I believe Marja's in Finland. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, Marja. She says, I've been camping since March. I've got my craft room in my caravan.
Oh,
how amazing
wow.
is that?
That sounds amazing. Some friends of mine actually are on a permanent camping trip. I think that's a brilliant way to do it. They were camping around Europe, and
Wow.
then they had to come back when our lockdown happened, and they've just been allowed to go back out again. So they've gone back out to France last week.
So they got like a camper van.
Yep, they converted a camper van.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Sandra says, Joe, can you please ask Sarah what that landscape stamp was, or where it might have been from? Any ideas, Sarah?
That one there, I do indeed. Fiona Clayton made that card, actually. She's a good one to ask. That was one of our Sheen background stamps that we had.
Okie doke.
So go and have a little look on the website.
Yes, go check that out over there. Anne says these look like wonderful crafty sprinkles, this technique. And Katie Henderson saying the background is amazing. Zena says she likes this technique because it's more subtle, not that huge wow factor with the inks. This is a little more controlled, which is a nice way of looking at it. I think it's beautiful.
And when you don't force dry it and you leave it, that is the one that I did, that I didn't force dry. So can you see, you go, and it depends. If you want to put some big bits, let's have a look. I'll get another piece of card so I can show you the two. If I get some nice big bits, let's get this nice and wet, right? Nice one, but stick. Come on, you stick flat, right? So get that stuck down nice and flat, and then you want some really big shavings, right? So big shavings, look at the difference when you got big shavings like this, right? And I'm just going to take a couple of colours of the big shavings so that you can see. But I'm going right closer to the edge here and getting those big bits of shaving, so that now when I spritz this, yeah, now you can see. You see, it holds its colour a little bit more. There you go. That's the difference.
Definitely looks like Sweeties, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? I love those big scripts. So again, if I show you this one again when it's dry, and this is set in the card now. They look like they're on top of the cardstock, but they're actually set in the cardstock. fabulous technique. Really, really fun to do that one with. Right, I'm going to go and clean up, Joe, put my pencils back, and I'll put this back on the back because we're doing quite well. And I'm going to do that technique with the white heat embossing next with the
sentiments.
That's the word.
Wonderful. I'll show you some samples for those in a second. Anita says she loves these pencils. So easy to use, great results. Hannah Horn is watching and colouring in her staycation stamps, which is lovely. And Gwen says she's got the whole set of these and she absolutely loves them, which is brilliant. More photos to show you that you guys have been sending in. You've been excelled yourself today. Is it Stacey sent this one in? It looks absolutely beautiful. I love how you've all gone for a little bit of a similar theme here with these ones. This next one is from Debbie. Wonderful. Happy birthday. You can see that is absolutely gorgeous. Norma sent this next one in. Oh, I love that colour. It's very, very vibrant, that one just there. And we've had another one from Susan sent this one in for us, which is fantastic. All the staycation stuff. This next one is from Susan as well. Brilliant. Looks absolutely beautiful. If you want to keep sending us in your pictures, then we love to see them. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send them. If you want to be in a chance, of course, of winning that voucher, make sure you've got the download printed, coloured in, and send a picture back to us, which is lovely. We'll pick someone to win a £20 or a $20 spend at the end of the show. Right, now I showed you, didn't I, the different options that you've got on those sentiment stamps. I'm just going to share with you some of the beautiful things that you can be making with them. So you've got Friend, which is this one just here. So that is absolutely beautiful. You've got lovely roses there and the way they've been coloured in. You've got this one's here, as you can see, with those beautiful daffodils. That thanks. You've got hello there. Did Sarah say she was going to do heat embossing? Because this one has been heat embossed beautifully there. This one here you've got is sorry. I've got another one here, enjoy. Enjoy also done here as well with the heat embossing too. And you've got congrats there, which is gorgeous. And this one done as well with one of those lacy edgeables. So think about using these with your other things. This is my absolute favourite one, Sarah. I'm not even sure how this one has been done, but check that out. That background is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it's all done with these watercolour pencils.
And then it's been done with like an embossing folder, and then someone's cut out the sentiment.
Yeah.
I think that's ingenious. Really, really beautiful. If you want to go for those £27, $39 gets you all 8 of them. You're saving almost £13 in the UK, almost $17 you're saving there in the US. Right, are you going to treat us to a demonstration with these?
Come on, I'm going to get them out. Yes, I've got that sorry one. Really, to be honest, as I'm looking through, I was going through them, Joe, deciding which one to do. I really like the roses on the Friend. I really like the sunflowers on the Hello. I don't know what flower that is, but they look lovely on the Sister. So they're all nice. Oh, look at that rose on the congrats. They're all nice to colour in. Actually, yeah. Maybe I might do congrats because I like the idea of colouring in more of the little leaves with the congrats. So yeah, but either way, they're all really nice, and this is why you need to go for all of them. It's an 8-piece set. Trust me, it's not worth just buying the odd couple. You definitely need to have all of them. Now, oh, Joe, let's have a look. Oh dear, do you know, I don't know who's had this last, but they haven't put it. Oh, I'm not going to be able to use this. Oh, they haven't put it. This is why, right, so these are photopolymers. Do you want me to teach you a lesson here, right? This is why
we need to get someone in the law called Leanne.
Yep, this is why you can't put them. This is going to take a load of cleaning off this. Look, you know how they come on a piece of acetate? This is why you need to put them on the acetate, because they yeah. Oh dear, I'm going to have to. Yeah,
I don't think that's going to give us a clean, clear, crisp stamp. That one.
It'll come back. It'll come back. It's just going to need a lot of cleaning.
So what would you do then in that stage, Sarah?
I'm going to pop them into some warm soapy water. Right.
Wonderful.
I'm going to pop them into warm soapy water, and then it'll be ready to go. So let's have a little look. I'll have a little look. We might get back to another one, Joe.
Yeah, wonderful. You grab another one, Sarah.
Yeah, I got sorry.
Deborah's saying she wants to get some sprinkles now and some ice creams after seeing that demo. Sharon saying how much she loves the demo as well. Monica saying, wow, you're so talented, Sarah.
Oh, I'll take that.
Absolutely. Love the clear sparkle overlay. We'll definitely try that technique, says Nancy. Another Nancy, as well, all the Nancy's in today, says, love these pencils. She has the Colorista ones that she likes, but she thinks it might be time to upgrade to these. I think a few people will be doing that today, Sarah, don't you?
I think it sounds like a lot of people have done that, Joe, from what I've been hearing. And again, don't get me wrong, Colorista pencils, other watercolour pencils, they all have a place. However, if you're wanting to use them, if you're wanting to bridge that gap between colouring, well, between craft and art, that's what we try and do. We are a craft company, but we produce art quality products so that you can bridge that gap. Because I know as a crafter, there's no way you're going to go into a high-end art store and pay £50, $50 for a set of watercolour pencils. It would terrify people. Whereas we give you pencils at that quality, but at an affordable level. So if you look at £85 or $115, if I put it into perspective, you go into an art store and try and buy a comparable tin of these pencils, it's $50, just shy of $50 for one tin, or they're about £35 per tin in the UK. You are getting 4 tins, right? I don't know why it says an 8-piece collection, actually. Oh, obviously it does, because you get the 4 tins and all the extra pieces, right?
Well, I mean,
So like
really,
80
it's really a, 96, 99-piece collection.
90, that would have looked better,
And
wouldn't it? 99
10
piece.
sheets of cardstock as well, so 109.
109 and actually you're getting that right ink pad in there so that if you are wanting to stamp, we've chosen a couple of stamps that you can do some nice colouring with. If you are wanting to stamp, you must use the right ink pad. Now I'm actually going to emboss mine, so I've just pulled in one of my opaque pigment ink pads, which is going to take the embossing powder really well. This is what you should do. All of these need to go back onto, you have acetate on both sides, right? So if I pop that on here, now look what I'm doing. I could use our watermarking pad, but you can't see it. So I've just chosen a nice light colour because I'm going to emboss with some white embossing powder. So all I'm going to do is ink onto there. So plenty of ink onto here so that the camera can pick up where we've done our stamped image. Perfect.
What colour is this you're using, did you say, Sarah?
It happens to be sandstone, but it won't matter because I'm putting white over the top. It was just, there was no point me doing it with like a clear colour or something. Oh, my life, look at this. I wondered, I've stuck the, can you see what I've done? I wasn't paying attention. So instead of having can you see the bottoms go down? I'm just hoping I've stamped that. Yes, I have. So can you see it would have stamped that way? Yay! Right, so I'm going to put my white embossing powder all over here, and it's a fine detail embossing powder. We've been talking a lot about embossing recently, Joe, haven't we? And saying how
really
what a lovely technique it is. Love a bit of heat embossing, right? So all I'm going to do is take that. Let's pop that off onto another piece of cardstock, and then I can pop it back in the jar. So that goes off onto there. That has come on perfect.
Loads of YouTubers commenting today, Sarah. Stamping with Karen says she loves the show. Great to get a reminder of how to get the most out of our stash. Suzette says we're very popular in Canada. That's always nice to know, isn't it? I haven't visited Canada. Have you, Sarah?
Yes, I have. Well, I used to go and work with the Shopping Channel over in Canada, you know, Joe.
Whereabouts was that?
That was in Toronto.
Oh.
So I used to go to... And do you know what the Shopping Channel in Canada was called?
I do. I think, is it called The Shopping Channel?
The Shopping Channel. Yep.
That's easy to remember.
You all wondered what it was. Yes, The Shopping Channel. So,
how many shopping channels do you think you've worked on in your career? Do you know? Have you ever worked it out?
No, I haven't.
I bet it's a lot.
Probably half a dozen.
Yeah.
Yep. So, being busy.
Joy says, these pencils make the artistic effect effortless. They are magnificent. I have so many Spectrum Noir products, but these can be used for almost any project. I think we forget how great these pencils are sometimes. What a glowing endorsement that is.
Yep.
Shunter says that she's just ordered the Staycation set and the Molly Harrison. Can't wait to get it. Connie also says, I have these pencils. So glad for the demos. I have a lot of Christmas colouring to do. I can't wait to get started after this show. People seem to be absolutely loving these, Sarah.
They are, without a shadow of a doubt, the coloured pencil of choice. I told you that before we started the show.
You did.
Do you know what? I'm going to stamp another one, Joe, with this on the right side. That's come out all right. But if I wanted to come out really, really detailed, I'm just going to take my time and give it another great stamp on here.
Fantastic. Ariane says, I've been wanting to start watercolouring for a while. This seems like a nice way to do it. I've ordered the boys and the girls set, which is interesting. I never actually considered people would order 2 of those sets. That's a great way of getting them. Stacey has again asked, I know we did cover it earlier, but my wife covering it again, Sarah. What was the difference between the Colorista and the Aqua Blend?
Yes, so we did Colorista watercolour pencils, but the difference is they are made, let me just say, to more of a budget. They were like an entry-level watercolour pencil. So if you're wanting a really, really top quality, then you're gonna use. I'm gonna put clear embossing powder on this one. See if this is like a detailed clear that I have. So yes, if I'm wanting to do I can't do 2 things at once, Joe, can I not? No.
It's fine,
I was trying. So yes, it is the quality of the coloured pencils.
So the Colorista were more of an entry level. These are definitely an upgrade on them. A lot of people
These are our top end artist quality pencils.
So a lot of people, talking about upgrading to these today again. Shadaya says we need to get you back at the shopping channel, Sarah. She really misses you.
Oh, yeah, no, they don't do enough crafts for me to fly out for. We used to have to do a whole day of me for me to come out, you see. Well, not a whole day of me, but I used to do a lot of hours on the day if I was flying all the way to Canada. So yes, and they just said they haven't. It's been years since I've been on, actually. Really miss it. I had a really good friend out there called Kami. So I used to go out and met her. The first day I ever worked on the shopping channel, she was working there too, and we've been firm friends ever since.
Oh, that's so lovely when you meet crafty friends, isn't it? When you're out and about travelling. Some of my best friends, actually, I met whilst I was travelling. Always seem to meet great people travelling. Suzette says, with the amount of Crafters Companion stuff that she has, she thinks she can open a store, Sarah.
In Canada?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right, I am double embossing this, Joe.
Oh, you mean business?
Yes, I do mean business. So, oh look, I've got this a little bit too wet, but yes, I'm double embossing this.
Wonderful.
And then we'll see if I want to go with the clear embossed one, or I might actually go with my whited, so that we've got the choice of both, Joe.
Wonderful. Very, very busy across lots of the products on the show today. Yes, I just want to remind you of those stamps that are available as well that Sarah is using. They are available on the show. Get them as a collection is the best way to get the best price on them. Here they are. You get hello mum, enjoy friend, sister, sorry, thanks and congrats. £27 or $39 to get those. The Molly Harrisons are there for you as well, £40 or $62 to get you all of those. 6 beautiful collections there, and those 6 are not the same as the one that's in the starter and the main collection, so you can go for both sets. You get no duplicates there, which is good to know. All of the alphabets are available for you as well, $2.99 or $3.95. The letter M for mother or monogram is limited stock. So if you want that one, you'll need to be quick if you want to get the whole set. 6 for £12 or $16 there as well. How are you getting on there, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm good to go. So I've got the 2 there. I actually think I'm going to go with my white embossed one, right? So that is the one where I've embossed it. I used the colour of the ink pad and some clear embossing powder. That is the one where I've embossed it with white. So it's a little bit difficult for you to see, but wait till you see the colour kind of come up from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that palette technique. So a lily, I quite like lilies where they're like a bit yellowy on the outside. So yellowy on the outside, a little bit of pink tulip in the middle. So if I put this here, you'll be able to see. So there's my pink for the middle. And then there is my yellow for the outside. I'm going to do that technique, Joe, that I just showed you earlier. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the yellow and I'm going to come around the outside of the lily first. And this is brilliant when you're doing it, Joe, onto the where it's been heat embossed, because you can't go wrong. You've got the colour coming. You've got the colour basically just being forced into place from where the heat embossed line is.
It looks beautiful, really does. And I guess you can do all sorts of different techniques with the heat embossing with these as well. I didn't realise that watercolour and embossing work together. I didn't think you could use them together. I don't know why I had that in my head for some reason. We're still getting loads and loads of pictures coming in, Sarah, which is wonderful. We love receiving them. So please keep sending them into us. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send them into. The lovely Pam Craven has sent us one in. Pam Craven was on the Craft House a few weeks ago, Sarah. I don't think I have ever laughed so much as I did in about 6 minutes having her on. If you haven't watched it back, go back and watch it back. I'm not ashamed to tell you that me and director Daniel watched it back just last night in the house, and we had the best laugh doing so. So make sure you go and watch that after this show. Thanks for sending that in, Pam. It's beautiful. And another one here as well. Susan sent this one in for us. That is that download. Well, it's going to be a struggle picking a winner, you know, for that download colouring competition.
I'm pleased it's you picking, not me, Joe. That's all I can say. Now, look at this. What I love is, so watch when I start to colour this bud, little bit of colour onto this bud, and it like all just falls into place. So can you see? Because it's going to resist around where you've got the stamped element. It just you can see it. So it's like almost an invisible type of one to work with. But then as you put more colour on, it all comes into place and just kind of hides between that white embossing. So there's my white. So I know that looks like nothing at the moment, but there's that. Let's come in with a little bit of the green as well. And I'm finding it easier, Joe, just picking it up straight from the tip of the pencil. So I'm just picking that colour straight up. You don't want it too wet. Found my brush was just a little bit too wet there, and it's just picking straight up and doing my colouring straight away with it.
We're getting holiday invitations in Canada, Sarah, which I am absolutely 100% up for. Suzette says, Sarah and Joe, you need to come to Atlantic Canada, PEI. We run 14 cottages in the summer by the ocean, and it has the most beautiful sunsets. How gorgeous does that sound?
Sounds fabulous.
Oh, I bet you're going to love doing your, drawing the ocean and sunsets and then colouring them in with these Aquablend pencils. Are going to be perfect for allowing you to do that. A lot of people still talking about using these on the go, Sarah, and using these when they travel, which is fantastic. I guess they're pretty lightweight and easy to move around. Yolanda has a really great question, Sarah. When would you use wax pencils as opposed to Aquablend pencils?
Right, so I use my wax-based pencils if I'm using it over top of, sometimes you'll see us use our like tri-blend markers, for example, and then you'll go over top with the colour blend. That's when you would use your wax-based. With these ones here, when you're wanting to work with water, which I like to a lot, I find this really, really easy to do, working with the water. So
it looks absolutely beautiful. And I love that you can make it more subtle or you can make it more intense, again, doesn't it? It depends on the amount of colour that you lay down. So you get loads of different effects with them. A lot of people saying this demonstration is beautiful. Deb's in Maryland and Monica saying that it's really, really lovely. Susan said I had to get the mum and the mum. My husband is Canadian, so I get mum for his cards, but for her cards she uses mom, M-O-M. I didn't realise Canadians say mum like us, so M-U-M. Have you ever heard someone's accent that's from Newfoundland, Sarah?
Newfoundland? Nope, not at all.
They sound Irish.
I'm
not kidding you. Yes, indeed. There's a really famous Broadway and West End musical called Come From Away, and it's set in Newfoundland. And yeah, people sound very, very Irish. It's the strangest accent. I met a lady when I was travelling who was from there, and I was adamant that she was from Ireland and she was pulling my leg, but she wasn't. It's a very interesting accent.
Was this when you were travelling recently, or is this a while
No,
back?
this was quite a while back, yes, before I was here at Crafters TV. But yeah, I thought she was fibbing to me for a little while. Turns out she wasn't. Cynthia says, I've used almost every brand of watercolour pencil in the last 30 years, and these are my absolute favourites. I don't use any other ones now. We hear this a lot, don't we, about these?
It's the thing is, Joe, you've met Leanne? Right, everyone.
I have.
You guys have watched Leanne.
Is fastidious? Is that a compliment?
Fastidious.
Is that a compliment?
That is a brilliant way to think of it. Leanne heads up all of our product development teams, and these watercolour pencils, let me tell you, were in the running for a number of years before we were ready to release them. So Leanne is and you know how fastidious she is. Now look at that. I wanted you to see just how we've created that kind of watercolour effect, how the colours have merged down in this bottom corner. I love, 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 love this effect. And then and I've just used a little bit of colour just so you could see it. If I'd persevered and heat embossed a couple of layers over top of that, that would make it really stand out. But it's just very, very subtle, this kind of watercolour washed out effect.
I love it. I think it looks beautiful. And I guess, could you then come in, if you laid the pencil down on another piece of paper, could you come in and then just keep adding colour on top of that if you want to?
Absolutely. Actually, I've got another card that I've already done the heat embossing for. So I like that technique. How about you, quick? I'll get ready and do some more heat and do some more colouring with the heat embossing for what you're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. I'll tell you what I'd like to do then in that case. I'll just recap everything that you're getting in that main collection. And just to recap the value as well. So these tins of pencils, they sit on our website. We sell lots of them. If you buy them every day here at Crafters TV, Crafters Companion, they are £29.99 each. You're getting 4 tins in this big collection. So you're getting £120 worth of pencils. In the US, they retail at $39.95. So you're getting what? £160 worth of pencils in here, $160, sorry, worth of pencils in here. We're not charging you anywhere near that. We're giving you a great discount, even if we were just sending you the pencils, but we're not. We're going to send you much, much more than that. So you're also going to get in here 15 sheets of the watercolour card, which is the perfect optimum card for you to colour with using these pencils. We're going to send you the Finesse Waterproof Pebble ink pad. We're going to give you that Keep Shining rubber stamp, and we're going to gift you as well the Fairy Tale of Dreams Molly Harrison photo polymer stamp. So all of that together is £85 or $115. You're saving over 40%. That means you're saving $58.92 in the UK. You're saving $80.18 if you're in the US. That is before, as well, your Club Inspired discount, don't forget. So if you're a platinum member here in the UK, you're going to save another £17. If you're a platinum member in the US, you're going to save another $23, which is absolutely fantastic. So great value there on that. Right. Something else that you wanted to have a look at is the Crazy for Card Making, Totally Tiffany, that you've got just here on the show. Now, this is brilliant. This is how it's going to come to you, which is just like this. So this is how it all comes flat for you. And then what you've got is this. So in here, what you're going to get is you're going to get the clear vinyl Karen bag, which is this one just here first. And then what you've got is the plastic insert in there as well. So you can see here, you've got that insert in there. What you've then got in there as well are 5 double-sided sticky die storage cards. So if you see this here, now if you have a look, you peel this layer back. If you've got little intricate dies in here as well, then you can see you can pop those on there. It keeps them all nice and safe, which is brilliant. You've then got these stamp pockets in here as well. Now they are stamp pockets, but you can also fit your dies in here as well, which is brilliant. So you get all of that included, and you get 5 self-adhesive tab labels as well, and it's $12.99. The details there on your screen are for the tool tower, so just get those changed. If you want to go for the Crazy for Card Making set, then it is on the show there on the website. I'll get the details. There we are, $11.50 or $13.50 if you want to go for that. Right, Club Inspire. All of you can use Club Inspire across absolutely everything that we've got in this show. If you're new to us here, we get so many new viewers every single day here at Crafters TV. Here is Sarah to take you through all things Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there, of course, of Club Inspire, just helping you to save even more money. Now, Sarah's got loads left to share with you in this last half an hour. Keep getting those pictures in. We'll share some more of those as well as we go through the rest of the show. And remember, do stay tuned because we're going to announce that winner at the end. And I would not want you to miss that. The pen is out again. I'm going to put that away, Sarah, whilst you do some more demoing.
Get that pen away, Joe. Get that pen away. Right, do you know what I'm going to do? I've stamped, and can you see this a little bit? I've stamped and embossed it in the white. So I've stamped and embossed this in white. This is the design, just so you know what it's going to look like. But I'm going to take it to the next level, Joe. I'd planned to do this with watercolour. I'm actually going to do it with the sparkle pen. So you know, you were asking me about this, weren't you, about picking the colour up. You can either pick it up from a palette or you can just go straight from the nib of the pen. So I'm going to pick loads and loads of colour up. Can you see on the tip of that pen? And then I'm just going to use it inside the centre, and it's like a water brush, you see. So the more load up with loads of the colour, so you get loads of the colour loaded on, and we're intensive in the middle, and then as we start to run out of colour, you can take this right out to the outside and you get this really kind of subtly colour effect in there. Now I'm just going to be lost in my own little world.
No problem whatsoever.
You go with questions. I'm happy to take questions though, Joe, if you need me to.
Sounds like you're at a press conference. I'll take questions now. Nancy says her grandson loves to draw, and her grandson likes to draw, and he loves using these pencils to colour, which is fantastic. Sally said, I haven't seen or heard anything about Fiona for a while. Is she okay? Fiona is more than okay. She's actually on Create and Craft today. So
I think she might be on there right this morning.
She is on there right this minute, apparently. Yes, indeed. So yeah, well, that could be some sort of horrible choice now we're asking people to make, isn't it? Choosing between us and Fiona. Evelyn says, I also love these pencils colouring my flowers. Shadai is saying, Joe, do you sell the colour blend pencils in singles? We don't. They only come in the tins. All the tins are available. All the tins are available individually, right? They're $29.99 each. However, if you're going for the florals or the primaries, the boys and girls collections are £20 each, and you get the watercolour cardstock included as well. But there's lots of different ways for you to get it, whether you're going for the complete bundle, best value, starter bundle, if you're going for the dip your toe in. The primaries on their own, how much of those has gone? 40% of the primaries on their own, gone. Very, very busy on those. So yes, Fiona is doing very, very well. She's on Create and Craft today. Loads of people saying hello. Lots of chatter again about sort of warehouse bits. Sarah, we'll cover that at the end of the show. Sorry I was late, it's probably been asked, but can you use them just as pencils? Would they work good like that? Or do you have to add water to them? That's coming in from Julie, Sarah.
Lovely question. No, just use them as pencils if you want. Someone said about their kids, my boys use these a lot. These are the pencils I let them work with at home. So yes, I find they're a little bit easier for them to use than the colour blend pencils. So if you're just wanting some nice coloured pencils, these are the pencils to go for.
Wonderful. Yes, so you can use them like that if you want to. Stacey says she's got the coloristas, which she got on the warehouse house. She's now going to use those for gifts, she's decided, and get these ones.
Good thinking.
Which is a good one. Sally's saying, Joe, we win hands down, apparently. It's not a competition, Sally. It's definitely not a competition.
It's certainly not. Don't tell Fiona you said that.
No, absolutely not. She'll have me, she will. I need to give you a little bit of a heads up on some of the tools that we've got available for you on the show. As well, the tool tower. I've got it just down here. Do you want to see it? Sorry, I'm disappearing there.
Go on, you can go down there. I'll keep doing my colouring.
You've got one loaded up though, haven't you, over there, Sarah? This is your tool tower.
Do you want to see mine's under here, Joe?
Is it underneath?
Yeah, we are so organised under here. You would not believe. We are literally have everything. And I've got towers in all of underneath the desk. towers at different sides of the stadiums, and then the little areas, so we're super organised. But that is the tool tower.
It's amazing. It is very organised back there, thanks to Tiffany. A third of the stock of that tool tower's gone. It's $12.99 or $16.99 if you want to grab it, but it's very busy. It's really great quality, isn't it, Sarah?
Yeah, they're really well made. Really, really well made. These great quality. And like I said, I keep mine under here. We could fit a couple in here actually in each one of the little.
It's
cupboards.
transforms back there. I went behind the counter the other day and I couldn't believe it back there, Sarah.
Should we take some photos and put them on social media at some point?
Yeah,
Show
I think that's the
everybody what it
best.
looks like
That's
behind.
it. Now, whilst it's nice and tidy, before it gets messed up again. Yes.
What do you mean before it gets messed up? There'll be nobody messing up all my organisation under here, Joe.
I don't get to go around there, so it's definitely not going to be my fault. I just would blame Leanne, Sarah, because when you're not here, I blame you when Leanne's here. So
Right.
I always feel like if she's not here, then it's Leanne. If you're not here, then it's you. Because I feel like you're the two that can get away with it if it is anything.
Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we get away with it the most. Do you know, I could sit all day colouring like this, Joe. It's only one colour, so we've gone very monochromatic, but I think that one colour looks fabulous. So I've done the one, and I'm just, can you say all the time, I'm just working a little bit more colour out with the sparkle. It's probably worth getting a few clear sparkle pens, though. You will use them an awful lot. That's why we do the clear sparkle pens in a pack of 3. So if you go and have a little look on the website, and you'll see sparkle pens in a pack of 3. And what I'm going to do is now I'm just going to clean that one pen out. So I'm just going to clean that pink off the top, and I might just dip it in the water. You shouldn't really do that, but I don't want to squeeze too much of the sparkle out. And then I'm going to go and do the same around the outside, Joe, with a nice kind of pale bluey shade.
Beautiful. Loads of people still letting us know what they're up to over on YouTube, Sarah. Angie says, I have gone platinum. Bring on the 20%. Congratulations, Angie. Naomi says,
Angie, that is a good time to be going platinum. Is Angie in the UK or the US?
I don't know, actually. Let me know, Angie, where you are. Because if you're in the US, yes, something very exciting coming up on Sunday.
Go on, Joe. You can tell them
Can
about it.
I tell them about it? Right, okay. I'm going to tell you, right, and I'm going to tell you now, and I'm only going to tell you once, okay? If you want tape pens, I know how many you've been waiting for them for ages and ages and ages. They're available. There's a bundle available right now within the US warehouse clearance. However, there are less than 1,000 units of the bundle available. So I don't even think it's going to be here when we get to the the show on Sunday, right? What I need to tell you is if you are in the US, you can shop the US warehouse clearance sale. If you're in the UK, you cannot. We will definitely look at having a UK warehouse sale a little bit later down the line. So US
That's what we did last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was indeed. Yeah, and it worked really, really well.
well.
So US customers, you can shop the US warehouse clearance. It is live now over on our website. Go over there and click on the warehouse clearance sale. We don't have enough of the tape runners to last, so make sure you get those now if you want them. You can use all your Club Inspired discounts in conjunction with the warehouse sale items. There are 3 different mystery bags on there. If you buy one of each of the mystery bags, you will not get any duplicates, we can guarantee that. There is no stock showing of 2 of the bags at the moment, I've been made aware. Don't worry, they haven't sold out. We will be loading more stock of those 2. Anything else? I feel like it's a lot of information I'm giving you. The other thing I need to let you know is you get free P&P if you spend over $30 in one transaction. And one more thing, yes, when you're shopping the US warehouse clearance, you can't have anything else in your basket, only things from the warehouse clearance. So before you start shopping, make sure you clear out your basket so it's completely empty. And then what you can do is then you can pop the warehouse sale only items in. And that way, when you get to $30, you get the free P&P, because obviously all of the US warehouse stuff is coming from our US warehouse, whereas obviously everything else here on Crafts TV comes from our global warehouse here in the northeast of England. Wow, that was a lot of information. Now, if any of that didn't make sense, don't worry, go over to the website. The warehouse clearance section of the website has got all of that information detailed as well. I think I'm going to give, I can see myself giving myself a nosebleed on Sunday, relaying that information too many times. I'm going to be going very red like a tomato, Sarah, on Sunday, but it's going to be a very exciting show, isn't it?
If the last one's anything to go by, Joe, I think it's going to be pretty manic is the best way to think about it. It's not very often we get great chance to do this. If we are clearing out everything in our US warehouse. So the prices are like up to 70-80% off on things. So it is absolutely crazy pricing. So you've got to join us. Even if you go and shop your show early, please still come and tune in for the warehouse show on Sunday, because it'll just be nice to see everything demonstrated, won't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It will. So much to show you in that show. Jeffrey says, I believe it may have been mentioned by other demonstrators that they can't find things since there's been a little bit of a move around back there. I think it might have been mentioned.
Right, now you're dropping them in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not naming any names, Craig and Debbie, but yes, there's definitely been the suggestion that things have been moved around back there.
Yes, there has. I've got it all nice and organised behind here.
But loads of you comment like Kathy saying she's already done her warehouse shopping. Anita's shopping there as well. A lot of you talking about grabbing all the different things. Will there be more things added? No. Everything that is there is there. There is some stock still to be added on a couple of those mystery bags, but apart from that, everything that will be there is there now. So yes, go for it. People talking about being able to shop in Canada, unfortunately not. Canadian customers will be able to purchase in the future when we have another UK warehouse clearance though. So keep your eyes peeled for that.
I love that, Joe. Can I just say, you know when you've just really enjoyed colouring something in?
I can tell.
I have really enjoyed, and I wish you could see it, because I'm here, and if you have a little look on the close-up maybe, right, if I show you here on this one, I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but the sparkle there, the sparkle looks absolutely phenomenal on it. And it's just, I did all of this with just two colours. Just two colours and a little bit, picking it up directly from the nib of the pencil and colouring that in, and that has been a lovely card. And then that makes a lovely background. This is the card that I'd done. Now look at the difference. That's done with just a water brush. This one was done with the sparkle brush. Doesn't it make such that lovely in the background? But either way, they both look really, really nice. But I've gone a little bit more washed out with the sparkle because I wanted more of the sparkle showing as well. I just like that lovely, the blue around the background. I think that's really gorgeous.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. One of so many different things that you're going to be able to achieve. Talking of things that you guys have achieved at home, loads of you still sending those pictures in to us, which we love. Wendy sent us this one in. I absolutely love it. I love that you've left some of it.
I love how Wendy's got straight and then instead of waiting until she finished it, she wanted to still be in the competition. Clever, Wendy.
Like, right,
clever.
There's no T's and C's. I've just got to colour some of it. So she's like, right, I'll get downloaded, colour a bit, send it in. I love your ingenuity, Wendy. Who sent this one in to us? Paula sent this one in to us. I love that. Are they poppies on the bottom there, Sarah, or roses?
They're roses. Well, I intended them as roses. They can be whatever you want them to be.
I bet if you coloured the middle part black, though, they could definitely get away with being poppies.
Being poppies. Well, if you want, I'll colour that one. I'll do that one next.
Fantastic. Who sent this one in to us? Gillian sent this one in to us. Really, really beautiful. I love that. Those little birdies there. All those sentiments. Vanessa sent us this next one in, and she's used those sentiments that we had on the show as well. They really lend themselves to all of your different colouring techniques, which is fantastic. Right, we're going to squeeze one last demonstration in, but before we do, I want to give you a little bit of a recap of all of the bits, pretty much, that you guys have seen and loved in this show, because it is so busy across so many different bits. Details on your screen there for the main collection, which I'll run through before the end of the show. Here are those sentiments that we talked about, £27 or $39 if you want to get your hands on those. You've got hello, mum, enjoy, friend, sister, sorry, thanks, and congrats as well. Very, very popular on those ones there. The Gemini Staycation Stamp and Dies. I'm going to say it, do you know what? I think these might be my favourite product we've released since I worked here. I just think they're amazing, especially when you combine them with the paint. This and the rose gold. Caveat there, they're my two favourites, but I think they're wonderful for loads of different things, from card making to scrapbooks to box frames and home decor. There's going to be loads you're going to do with these. £45 or $55 gets you all four of them, which is great. Don't miss out on that paper pad, which is also available on the website, which is going to go away. It's going to go with this. It's called Home Away from Home, that paper pad. It's $14.99 or $17.95. We've got the Crazy for Card Making set available for you on the show. In here, you're getting those sticky three tabs almost for your dies. You're getting the little wallets for your stamps, and you're getting the Karen buddy bag in there as well, which goes beautifully into your Lois tote. Now, we talked a lot about the pencil sharpener. This one is perfect to use for your Aquablend pencils. It's got a lovely sharp blade on there. It's not going to damage them in any way. $2.99 or $3.49 if you want to get your hands on that one. Of course, the star of the show, though, absolutely is the big collection of our Aquablend pencils. What I love about this as well, that it's very cost effective to get yourself a complete collection of this. We're going to give you all the pencils you could want in there. Remember, if you purchase the pencils on their own individually, you'd be looking at £120 or $160 to get them. So it really shows you the value that you've got when you get them in this configuration. You're also going to get the Molly Harrison stamp. You're going to get the Keep Shining a rubber stamp in there, and you're going to get that Pebble ink pad as well. Easy to see why this has been so popular today, Sarah. And considering it's so busy and so many of you have already got them as well.
I know, and then this is the thing, in my head I just thought all of you have at least one of these sets of pencils. Do you want me to run you through the sets of pencils again? Right?
Yes.
I'm going to run you through them all. Before I do, by the way, get your download out. This is your 5-minute warning to get all of those photos in. So we're going to choose a winner in about 10 minutes. So this is your I'm looking over there because Joe's got his clocks up now. This is your 5-minute warning to get your pictures in so that we've got a chance to enter you in the competition, okay? Now, let's have a little look. If you are only going for one set of pencils today, please get the primaries. Now, actually, don't buy the primary set. I'll put the details up on the screen for you of the boys collection, because what we've done is, this is $29.99. If I just talk in pounds, $29.99 pounds or $39.99 on its own, right? For £20 or $27, you get this, and you also get a pack of the watercolour card. So that is, we call that one the boys one, because do you know why it was? My boys have this one because they colour all their superheroes with these colours. So in case you're wondering why it's called the boys collection. The girls collection is this one here with all of your beautiful floral colours in. So it's got the floral set in. You can see it's got those lovely pinks, the purples in there. You have all your florally shades to do these sort of paintings and colourings with. This is your girls set, same sort of thing. Should be $29.99, $39.99, but you're paying £20, $27, and you get the pack of watercolour card as well. Now, the other two sets that we have are your essentials. Now, the essentials is for anyone who wants to do portrait colouring, really. So can you see this set here, all these colours here are all of your portrait blends. And then these at the end are for your shade and tone, which is why we call them essentials. Now, if you're going for the big bundle, bear in mind you get all 4 of these collections. But this one is, if you're trying to make a decision, am I just buying a few sets or am I going to upgrade? This is how you're going to decide. That's the essentials. And then finally, your naturals are basically for your landscapes. So if you're doing beautiful pictures like these ones here, you're going to need the assortment of the lovely greens. You're going to need all of your blues for your different seascapes and your browns for all of your, your buildings and your landscapey parts. So that's why we call this one here the naturals. If you're like me, you can just have all 4 sets. I have all 4 sets at home. I have all 4 sets here at the office. We just have them opened out because I like to have all 4 in front of me when I'm coming round and choosing what shades to colour with. Now, I've got my pencils there. We're going to go right back to the beginning, at the beginning of the show. Remember I said you can do all of these types of beautiful cards and they're free. This is our free download for the show. So you're going to download these and I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to do with them when you download them if you're wanting to make these really cute little cards, okay? Now actually, if you want to have a little look, this one here, have a little look at me making this, right? So again,
you're very fast colouring here today, Sarah.
Oh, I'm on a mission, Joe. So look at what I'm just picking. I'm going to show you this technique now. Just picking up a little bit of colour and dotting in little bits of colour there. Look how easy it is. And then the same if you want to do it on the little roses at the bottom. All you're doing is warming it up. So you're getting a little bit of colour on, a little bit of water, and then popping the colour on. So that's in slow-mo. Let me show you right from the beginning. This is how it prints out, 2 on a page, okay? So what we want to do, Joe, is we're just going to get this, pop it on here, and I'm going to take this down and just score this at the halfway point. So I'm going to score this down the middle, okay? Fold this over, and then we're going to trim these down. So there's 2 cards you've got here, Joe, that come out on the first sheet, and I'm just going to trim them.
Is that your large or small guillotine?
This one here, it's a small one.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you want a large one, US warehouse.
Oh, you let them know.
Go and get over there and have a good old rummage is what you need to do after the show. I think everyone needs to, obviously, if you're in the US.
Right, so make sure you get checked out from this show first though, because you can't have anything from this show in your basket. The website's pretty clever in that respect. It won't let you, okay? So let's have a look. What did I say I was going to show you? Here it is. I was going to show you this one here, all right? So what I'm doing is I'm going to find, let's have a look. Let's have a nice little bit of nice green shade, a little bit of blue in there, a little bit of pinky, and let's have a look, probably a little bit of yellow. And then I'm going to just get a little bit of watercolour card and create myself the palette. So this is what you saw me doing, just scribbling down on the palette. This is a great technique if you want the kids to have a little go at working with your pencils, but you don't really want to share your pencils with them. This is a brilliant way to achieve this without actually having to share. Now, here we go. So I'm going to use, we're going to bring the water in, and I'm just going to make sure all of this right around here is nice and wet. So I'm just putting water in. It's totally clear because there's no colouring on my brush at all. We're just nice and like damp around here, and it's much easier. This wet into wet technique is that kind of I call it the Etsy look, Joe. If you want the Etsy look going on, and then you see I can come and pick up this colour, and I can just pop a little bit of colour down under here. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous and very, very easy to do, isn't it? And it's not exact. We're just popping it like a little bit down. Now, this is why I did it speed it up, Joe, so that you could see me do the whole card. But if you want to do little watercolory cards that you want to be able to kind of gift to people really quickly, look how quick this one is to do. Because it's only a bit of a feel. All of these designs, by the way, were designed just to give you a little bit of a hint of colour and a little bit of a feel. There's nothing kind of exact with any of these. I'm just putting a little bit of hint of colour down every time. Now it is, I can see, it's starting to dry off already, so I might just have to put another little bit of water on, but we're going to continue on in the same vein, Joe.
It looks absolutely beautiful. Loads of people still commenting along. People saying, where do I send pics? If you are super, super fast, you can still send them. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. But you need to be super quick. You've got 90 seconds left to get them in before we pick a winner, is what I'm hearing. Melissa Newby saying, still talking about sort of, I feel like we've started something in the comments, Sarah, with the warehouse stuff. Obviously, it's spread like wildfire through the comments. Do you get points for warehouse items?
Absolutely.
Tick. Absolutely, you do. Can you use your Club Inspired discount on warehouse items? Absolutely, you can. You earn points on everything you buy here at Crafters Companion and Crafters TV, and you can use your discount on absolutely everything that you purchase as well, and that is always the case no matter whatever it is you're buying, which is always good. Teresa has gone for the boys and the girls set, which is lovely.
Good choice.
Michelle says, can you get a set of good paintbrushes like the one that you're using there, Sarah? We do have those in stock, don't we? It's a lot of the time.
Just go and search for paintbrush on our website. I only stock good ones. We don't stock any of the cheap paintbrushes.
They're the
good ones.
They're the Lang and Nickel ones, aren't they, that we've got
Royal
there?
and Lang Nickel.
So definitely go check those out on our website, see which ones we have in stock. We usually got lots of different ones there for you to choose from. So are you having a day off tomorrow, Sarah?
I'm having a day off. It is Saturday.
It is Saturday. Oh no, it wasn't a whinge. I wasn't calling you out for having a day off. I was just about to talk about what was happening over the weekend, so I was just highlighting that we're both having a day off tomorrow.
I love how that feels unusual now, doesn't it?
It really does. Yes, but myself and Sarah are having a day off tomorrow, which will be lovely. I'm going to have some brunch with a friend and have a little bit of a day out, which will be nice. What are you going to do with your day off tomorrow, Sarah?
I'm going to go for a run in the morning.
Nice.
And then I think if the weather's nice, we might have a little bit of a barbecue in the garden tomorrow afternoon. Been promising
lovely.
the kids for ages we can do that.
Beautiful. And then we're both back. So Derek and Craig will be here tomorrow. They've got a masterclass for you at 11 a.m, which is going to be loads of fun. And then they'll be back with a craft house. I know Christine Mahoney from upstate New York is going to be finally joining us on the Craft House, which will be fantastic. And then on Sunday, of course, Craig and Derek are going to be back in the morning at 11 a.m, which will be lots of fun. Join both of them there. You'll be up with Derek, won't you, for Second Chance Sunday, Sarah?
I'm very excited about Second Chance Sunday on Sunday. I've put together a lot of the products on Second Chance Sunday. So let me just tell you, Second Chance Sunday is going to be awesome.
Do you want to give us have you got any sneaky previews?
No, I'm
that's
saying
it.
join me on Sunday for Second Chance Sunday.
You're going to have to join us. And then, of course, myself and Sarah are here as well with you for the US warehouse clearance, which will be loads of fun. That looks beautiful, Sarah.
Isn't it lovely? I was just lifting it up there. It's behind Derek's head. So I love that. And do you know, they're nice and quick and easy. That's what I love about them.
They are absolutely beautiful. They've been very, very popular. All right, let's share the last of our photos with you that you guys have been sending in.
Let's have a little look.
Right.
We've got a lovely picture of a pencil sharpener. I'm guessing that's not it. It was about to come in there. Oh, someone's done the lovely bloom one. Whose is this one? Stephanie.
Ooh,
Stephanie,
love that one.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
Oh, what else have we got?
Tina sent this one in, Sarah. I love the colours here.
Oh, nice. So Tina's been going, that looks, it's got some shiny ones there, hasn't she? That is gorgeous.
Right, we have a winner. Can we have a drum roll?
Oh,
This is your winner, and it has been sent in.
oh, they're lovely.
It was Cynthia's 12-year-old daughter, Jocelyn, has sent it in. She said she was
She's even
super
got a bit of decoupage on there, Jocelyn. I love them.
It's great. She said she was super excited to share them. So you are the winner. So Cynthia or Jocelyn, one of the two, you need to email us, please. prizes@crafterscompanion.com, and we'll get that £20 or $20 spend.
I need to tell you something though, Cynthia. Jocelyn won that. Jocelyn won that. Pointy finger out. So you have to let Jocelyn come on the website and choose whatever it is she wants to spend her voucher on.
Yes.
So make sure you let Jocelyn know that it's her fabulous cards that won. Congratulations, Jocelyn.
Absolutely. Right, I just want to recap one last time exactly what you're getting in this big collection. It's really, really busy as we move towards the end of the show. It is the complete collection for you. 96 pencils you're going to get in here. The value of the pencils alone is going to be, should be £120 or $160. So we're not even charging you full price for the pencils, and we're throwing lots of extras in. You're going to get the ink pad in there, the Molly Harrison stamp. You're going to get that wonderful rubber stamp included as well, and you're getting the watercolour cardstock. Club Inspire Platinum members, you can get an extra £17 off of that in the UK. If you are in the US, Club Inspire Platinum members will save an extra $23. Everyone, regardless of your status in the club, will save $58.92 or $80.18. Right, Sarah, it's been an absolute pleasure to spend a whole Friday with you. It's been glorious, and we'll be reunited again on Sunday, which I'm very much looking forward to.
Yes, I think you need to have a good lie down before Sunday, Joe. We're going to need it.
I'm going to be shutting all the doors all weekend waiting for Sunday. It's going to be loads and loads of fun. Of course, Derek and Craig will be back here in the morning at 11 a.m. UK time, 6 a.m. on the East Coast. So make sure you join them both, and we'll see you back here on Sunday. Have a great weekend.
See you later. Bye-bye, folks.